What up, my lovely people? It is John Cam back on Live Reactions, and I have another video for you. Pretty much, this is a video from the lady that denied the father of him trying to feed his child. I mean, that's pretty much all he was trying to do was feed his child. Before I get into the video, though, I just wanted to talk about what happened in that last video, because what I start to think about when I was pretty much just sitting about thinking about working and thinking about it, and I was like, okay, I mean, morally, is he wrong? I still don't think he's morally wrong, to be honest, but for most people, some people will probably, buy the other kids something to eat, but that's only depending on the relationship to that person, to the female, well, to the baby mama. Let's put it that way. That would be only due to the relationship, depending on how good or bad the relationship is. Okay, but I also was thinking about when she said something about that she didn't have food stamps until I think the 7th or the 11th. I think it was the 11th. Maybe it was the 7th. It was the 11th. But anyway, she was saying that, and I'm like, wait, we currently, I think at this time it was still June, the end of June. So that means your kids don't have food in the house to eat. This kind of made me feel some kind of way, because I'm like, wait, you gonna be mad at this man because he trying to bring food for his child, and at least one of your kids out of the four will be fed, and also, you could probably take his food and split it up, whatever. But anyways, but you ain't got food to feed the other kids because your link is not on. That's crazy to me. Also, I was thinking about another thing that was said in that video where she said, she trying to expose him because everybody thinks he's a good father because he comes, and drops off food to his child like every other day. I'm like, so people are actually saying that he's a good father. You the only one that's saying he's not because he's not feeding your kids. That's not his. Only his kid. So, I mean, it's kind of foul to me, man. It's kind of wrong to feel like he should be taking care of all these other kids. But, anyways, I just want to get that out. I was looking at this video here. I really didn't look at it, but I'm finna look at it now and see what she said because she responded back. But just looking at her right now, just look at her right now. She got her hair done. She got these eyelashes that sticks like all the way out. She got, you could makeup all on her face. You could tell she got makeup on her face. Eyelash, the brows are done. Lipstick. But she don't have money to feed her kids is beyond me. But you know what? We're gonna go ahead and listen to what she gotta say, and I will, give my opinions and interject after the video because this is on Instagram, and Instagram don't have a player, so I can't just go back and forth, back and forth. So I'm just gonna play it and let you hear what she gotta say. All right.
So the whole world is basically bashing me right now because I'm the baby mama who was upset at her baby daddy because he only decided to give his child McDonald's and not the rest of my other 3 kids. I have 4 kids.
So what is really wrong with that? I still don't understand what would be wrong with that, and why is stuff popping up on my screen? Okay, there we go. I don't know what would be wrong with that. It's his child. He's supposed to feed his kid. He's doing what a father should do, which a lot of fathers don't even, is not in their own child's life. So I think that's a great thing. You know, a lot of us men don't have fathers in our lives. It could be due to the fact that he didn't want to, be a part of to be a parent. Or it could have been, just a relationship thing where it just wasn't working out and the mom or whatever didn't want him around. or he just decided to neglect it altogether. He just, yeah, like I said, didn't want to be a part of it no more. But anyways, I don't see nothing this man that's doing wrong. You know what I'm saying? He just trying to feed his child. Whether you think it looks bad or whatever to you, you should be actually trying to figure out a way to get food for these kids. You know what I'm saying? For all four of them, even without him coming by to drop off food. But anyways, and also it was another thing. Like, how do you notice the child know how? Well, I don't know if the child has a phone or not, but that child could have had a phone and told his daddy, "Look, I'm hungry. Can you bring me some food? Because there's apparently may not be no food in the house because she don't have any food stamps." But let's go and continue on, see what she got to say.
Knew the situation when you dated me. Our child is the youngest child. So keep that in mind.
What does that mean? Because it's the youngest child. What did that got to do with anything? That that has nothing to do with anything.
Before y'all make me the villain. That means all my other kids knew him. He was buying the McDonald's when we were together.
When we were together. There we go. Y'all not together anymore. So now he can decide what he wants to do. He could say, hey, I'll bring my kid and bring these other kids something because I feel, I like these kids, so I'm going to just buy them something. Or he could still like these kids and say, well, I'm only going to take care of my responsibilities and just give my kids some McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he's been doing every other day. Is what she said in the last video. Every other day, he comes by, bring food for his son. I don't see nothing wrong here.
My kids have to go through a transition of our breakup as well. Like, yeah, me and you broke up, but my kids got to feel it too. So now my kids have to see only one of their siblings get McDonald's and not the rest of them. And
Well, that's due to y'all's situation. He decided to make a decision. Since we're no longer together, I'm only going to take care of mine and leave it at that. And I think that's what it should be. Unless y'all just have this dynamic relationship where even though y'all broke up, y'all are cool with each other. So I'll just make sure that, if every time I come by, make sure I get something for your kids too. That's cool. But he's not obligated to do this. He's not.
know it's coming from you because, of course, like me and you used to be together. They used to see you. You used to do it for them. But now you don't want to do that for them anymore. Like, to me, that's petty.
How? How is that petty? Yes, he was probably doing it for them before because in the relationship, y'all were together. So he more likely, and kind of how I will feel. If I'm in a relationship, if I'm going to buy something, I'm going to buy something for the collective because we're all together as a family at this point. Even though you're not, technically mine, you're not my blood, you're still under, my, what's the word? I because I love your mother, I love you the same, just as much. So I'm going to take care of all of you instead of just my one. But now things change. That's how life works like that. Change is always going to happen. I won't say things don't always stay the same, but most of the times things never stay the same when there's a change. I don't know.
That's petty. Like, it's not fair. Like, you're not finna give one child McDonald's and not all the other kids McDonald's. Like, I'm not going. And then on top of that, you mean to tell me you can dib and dab and want to do it sometimes, but yet you can't feed all my other kids McDonald's though?
Now, what's she mean about dib and dab and do it sometimes? So that means they still on and off doing it? I'm assuming that's what she mean, dib and dab every now and again. Well, that's on you. You allowing him to dib and dab. So that's on you. You could say no since you're not feeding my other kids. You have the option to do that.
That's what you mean to tell me? Like, I'm not going for that. I'm going to stand on what I said, and I don't care what everybody else have to say about it. Y'all could judge me. Oh, well, I could be the villain, but I said what I said. Like, if you can't bring everybody McDonald's.
And that's that woman thing. I said what I said. I said, so pretty much no matter what you say, she can't be reasoned with. You can't reason with her at all. It's just that whatever she say, it goes, and no matter whether she right or wrong, it goes. That's what she's pretty much saying.
And can't nobody have. So the whole world is basically.
It just stopped right there, and nobody have, and then it just stops. Okay, well, I guess that's the end of the video. My thing is, like I said before, this man, he's doing what he got to do, trying to take care of his kid. I don't see nothing wrong with what he did. I feel like, he's actually been a great dad if he's there every other day. Like I said, most fathers don't even get to see their kids because the mama try to keep them away from the fathers. Most times. So let this man do for his kid. Don't hold him back. Or at least if you feel this way, where he's bringing food but not for everybody else, let him have his kid for the day. Allow him to bond with his child. Because with him being with you all the time, and he's trying to figure out ways to get over there by giving him a meal every day, it's messing up him and his son's bond. Let him have his kid. That's all I'm saying. But anyways, that's that video. I don't know if anything else gonna pop up, if the guy's gonna pop up. I would love to hear his side, but I doubt if he probably say anything. But yeah, that's that video. If you like the video, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and share if you really care. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace. The lady that denied the father to, you know what I'm saying, right?